This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Would love to thank Andreas Gleisel, Big Chicken Time, Andrew Graff at HawkGirlVideo69 on Twitter, B Jabber, Downcast Lashes, Ben Loden, Jason Bates, Mark Ventura, Matthew McLaughlin, Music Addict, Northern Sky, Richard, Support Basic Science Research, Will E, Will T127, and Sam Gavshak for sponsoring this video, supporting me, my family, and the channel for this month on Patreon. I appreciate it immensely, and I hope you all enjoy this video. What's going on? He did it. He did it. Hello, everyone. Welcome. You are coming in and the tail end of our Elliott Smith binge. We just did poll number 30, and the results have come in. The results are here, as you can see on the screen right now. 42% of the vote. We had 31 votes total. Marvin Gaye won this one. Silver Jews and Violent Femmes were close behind, and surprisingly, Bruce, he didn't cut the mustard, man. What's going on, Bruce? You okay? A lot of people were actually really gunning for Bruce, but he didn't come out. Didn't come out. This was a public poll, by the way, on my Patreon. Usually it is reserved for paying members only, but I let this one be open to the public. And I figure maybe like every 5 or 10 polls I'll do a public one so everyone has a chance to vote. So yeah, really excited to dive into what we got going on today. For those who don't know, I do unedited reactions on my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. For $5 a month, you can get access to unedited reactions from my Modest Mouse binge going forward. That's April of 2021. And as of right now, that includes probably about like 65 albums. So if you want to support the channel, get access to that backlog of content, all you need to do is give $5 a month. You can also hop in at the $1 per month level and be able to vote in these polls that we do every 2 to 4 albums through an artist binge. It kind of breaks up the monotony of just going through one specific artist or band. We get to interject these kind of random miscellaneous albums. So if you want to support the channel and also be able to vote in the polls, that would be the place to do it. Also got to shout out NordVPN, link in the description. Got an affiliate link down there. Great speeds, great prices. One of my favorite VPNs, been using them for years. And they reached out and wanted to know if I wanted to be an affiliate, and I said absolutely. So if you want to encrypt your data, access content from other countries, and the rest, go ahead and click the link down in the description for a nice price. Marvin Gaye. What's going on? So, this is one that I'm very excited for. I am pretty sure I listened to the single, What's Going On my top 10 single streams. I remember enjoying it quite a lot, if I recall. I don't fully remember the track, actually. I haven't listened to it since then, so I'm very eager to check it out again. This is his 11th studio album, something of a concept album. Apparently the songs flow together, and it's kind of told from the point of view of a Vietnam veteran returning home to his home country to witness hatred, suffering, injustice. You know, this was 1971. It was a dicey time for sure, in America and in politics and in culture. Yeah, so this is, you know, a legendary album, considered one of, if not the best soul albums of all time. Really short. It's only like 35 minutes long. And we have 9 tracks. I don't honestly have a whole lot to like preface this on. I'm just kind of ready to dive in. I'm not super into soul, and I'm not super familiar with soul, so I'm eager to see how this album's going to land with me. I'm just going to kind of let it soak in, do a soul soak, you know what I mean? And I'm very eager to hear everyone's opinion on this album in the comments. I'm sure you guys have a lot of good context, and I always like to, especially with like things like this, where it seems to have a very important historical context in the music scene. I'm always interested to hear from you guys about like some of the like peripheral details about albums like this that are very important, that you don't get just from listening to the music. So as a rookie in soul, educate me. And Marvin Gaye, are you going to educate me? I hope so. Yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right on in. I have nothing more to add, I don't think. So let's go. First track, What's Going On?
There's too many of you crying, far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find Father, Father, to bring some loving here today. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Hey man, what's your name? Right on. Mother, mother, punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me.
I don't remember that. I don't remember listening to that, but I know I did. Man, it's just smooth. Just goes down nice and smooth. Obviously setting the stage for the narrative in the song. You got like anti-war protest stuff in there. You got the I was looking up the song like backstory a little bit and kind of what the story of the song was inspired by. Okay, so I'm eager to just keep going. I don't have a lot to say on that one because it's pretty straightforward. I like the orchestration. Members of the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. Okay, there you go. As well as you have the Funk Brothers, who's doing a lot of like saxophone and other stuff. I'm eager to see like what the instrumentation on this whole album is going to be like. So, next track, What's Happening, Brother?
I'm just getting back, but you knew I would. War is hell, like the newspaper said. Understand what's going on across this land. Tell me, friend, how in the world have you been? What's been shaking up and down the line? I don't know, 'cause I'm slightly.
I like the vibe. I like the vibe. It's just so smooth, you know? It's steady, I think is kind of the right way to describe the pace of the music. It doesn't so far there haven't really been like a ton of climaxes. It's just kind of been like a flow that you can get into, you know? Almost a psychedelic bent to it, I guess. But I'm on board. I'm on board. I'm really curious after I'm done listening to this to feel like, is this something I would go back to? Because like I never like find myself wanting to listen to like soul or R&B and stuff like that, which is why I've been kind of hesitant to check out like Frank Ocean and some other more modern soul, neo soul artists, because it's like, and I've reacted to some on the channel on certain like live streams, and it's always like it's not quite my pace. It's not quite like my personality doesn't click with it a lot, but like I'm more sympathetic to like something like this. I find the production to be just super nice, super nice. Flying high in the friendly sky.
Flying high in the friendly sky. Flying high. And have laid their bodies down. Yeah. Oh, so stupid. But the pain, oh, to the place where good feeling awaits me. Lord, I go crazy when I can't find it. The boy, flying high.
Ugh. It's always going to throw me off when the songs just stop because they go right into the next one. Man, Instrumentation. Like I said, I was curious to see how it was going to sound. I dig it. It almost sounds like film score esque. Like it sounds like a soundtrack to something. The bass stole the show on that one. Very contrasty to like the high strings that you had going on there. What kind of strings are on this? Let me look. I mean, we just have the orchestra, obviously, but like anything else? There's harp, apparently, flutes. Every single instrument is on here. What is this, Captain Beefheart? Anyway, yeah, good. Save the children.
I just want to ask a question. Who really cares? There'll come a time when the world won't be singing. Flowers won't grow, no. Bells won't be ringing. World that's destined to die. That is destined to die. Are they gonna suffer tomorrow? Really suffer tomorrow and stop living. Oh, live. Feed the babies, all of the children. Oh, who really cares?
Every time I'm not ready for it. An interesting one there for sure. You got this, how would you say? The going back and forth between like the spoken word and then like the singing, which are both Marvin Gaye apparently. They sound almost like different people when it's just him talking. Nice little drop down at the end there when it goes back into the lush instrumentation. I like the like vibraphone, and there's apparently Celeste on here as well. I dig that kind of sound, like very chimey kind of clavichords, if you will. Okay, God is Love. Last one on, no, not last one on this side, but God is Love.
God is my friend. Jesus is my everything. Lord gave us everything. And all he asks of us. God is my friend. Jesus is my friend. He loves us whether or not we. All he asks of us, oh yeah, is we give each other love. All he asks of us, I know.
Can't keep doing it. You can't keep doing this to me. Yeah, I mean, amen, brother. I dig it. Nice little upbeat track after some that are a little more like melancholy. So that goes into Mercy, Mercy Me, the Ecology final track on side A.
Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't poison is the wind that blows from the north and south and oh, mercy, mercy me. You heard about this overcrowded land. How much more we use from my.
How'd they do that? How'd they do the like the MIDI chorus? Fantastic. I've heard that before, actually. I definitely know I've heard that in maybe a movie. like a Nora Ephron movie or something like that. It sounds like it fits right over like a scene of New York, which is really ironic because the song is obviously about like pollution. But man, probably one of my favorites on here so far. Actually, it's just that's that smooth, so smooth. All right, we have 3 tracks left. The next one right on is quite long. In fact, it is like over 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. So let us buckle in for Right On.
Some of us were born with money to spend, aware that it's good for us to care. Be the people's cry. Let me say to you, right on. Oh, else. Love, love for God, love, oh, true love can't conquer hate. If you let me, I will take you.
Seems like side B is kind of leaning in more of like an experimental direction. Or not experimental, but like um more progressive, long-winded, maybe psychedelic, um maybe a little more like improv happening here, hard to tell. Because there's only 3 tracks on here, and then the last one's also like 5 minutes, so maybe it's just a little more like ruminating, whereas the first side was more of the pop songs. I don't know. That was nice though. Not necessarily a favorite, but like I didn't mind the length, if you know what I mean. And the vibe was good. The vibe has been good the whole album, man. It's been good. It's been very nice. Holy.
Hold together, holy, holy, all the feeling. Hold one another. Jesus left a long time ago, said he would return.
Yeah, man. I agree. I can get on board with that. I don't have a whole lot to say. That was more in line with the side A. I wasn't quite expecting that. All right, we have 1 track left, everyone. I'm more eager to talk about the album as a whole than like these individual tracks. I'll kind of save that for the follow-up that I do. So let's finish with Inner City Blues, Make Me Wanna Holler.
judge us. Mother, mother, simply cause we.
There it is. It's done. I like that one. I like the vibe. I like the like soft funk bass. Had a very dark vibe to it. So yes, this was a fantastic album. I enjoyed it. I don't know like how much I would want to come back to some of these tracks, but like there wasn't a dud on here at all. Everything was pretty good. Everything flowed really well. The album flow was great. Right On is probably my least favorite, but just because of its length and like how kind of improv-y it was. But it's certainly not bad at all. My favorites are probably the title track. I did enjoy Flyin' High quite a bit. Mercy, Mercy Me is probably my favorite. God Is Love and Holy Holy, dig those. I like the subject matter. Inner City Blues, very dark, mysterious, and I can see some of the elements on this album kind of influencing future instrumentation and songwriting. Like some of this feels like really ahead of its time in certain ways. I mean, granted, there were psychedelic bands doing crazy stuff in 67 and 68, but yeah, this is solid stuff, man. This is super solid stuff. I'm glad I finally heard it. Again, I don't know how much I'll come back to it. Like that's the thing with these like album reactions is it's like, this is my first, interaction with this music. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to like touch it again. I'm not that interested. And other times it'll just kind of like seep into me and like make a lot more sense after the fact, which is what's been going on with Elliott Smith, as you may know if you've been watching those reactions and watching my 2 current follow-ups I have out for that. So I'm eager to see how well Marvin Gaye gets into me. Marvin Gaye and Get It On, right? Charlie Puth. I don't know, but fantastic album. Quite nice. Great production. Great instrumentation. Super smooth. Fantastic soul. Thank you, Marvin. God bless you, buddy. That's all I got. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got for you. I don't know. Things to plug. Again, at the Patreon. Patreon.com/AlexHeitz. $1 a month votes and get to vote in these polls that I do every 2 to 4 albums, and then $5 a month unedited reactions, of which this will be one. Then also got to plug the Discord. Link in the description for that. Got about 170, 180 members over there, possibly. Lots of fun music discussions, Topster charts, memes, all that stuff. It hasn't been as active since I've been kind of too busy to be on there, but people go on there and they post things sometimes. They're just, so funny. Anyway, that's all I got, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. This was a pleasant listen. I always like pleasant listens that don't like challenge me because I'm lazy. I'm a man. My ultimate original sin is laziness. So, I don't want to be challenged. I didn't want to listen to songs in the key of life because it's so long, man. It takes so long to edit the video. No, I enjoy albums that are able to like say everything they need to say in under 40 minutes. It's very, very appreciative of that. So yeah, we're gonna resume with Elliott Smith. Going back to, we're going to do Figure 8, and then we're going to do his 2 posthumous ones, which is from A Basement on the Hill, and then New Moon, which is kind of like a compilation-esque kind of thing, and then another Pole album. Then we're getting into Talk, Mark Hollis, Chameleons, lots of great stuff coming up, to be completely honest. Yeah, very excited for all that. You can see all that in the description. Got all my reaction album schedule down there. Yes, that is all I have. I'm going to go now. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, Godspeed.